Hello and welcome back to SOVL Fantasy Warfare. So in this one we're going to start a new campaign, the Trial of Death. And for this one I was thinking we'd do something a little bit different. There was some calls for the elves, the Deepwood Guardians. I don't have them unlocked yet. I probably will do in the future, because I prefer the wood elves to the high elves, certainly. But I thought just as a little starting point we'd actually just go with the green skin tribes, because why not? Had a little bit of a play. They were actually my first campaign, lost horribly. We'll see if we can do a little better this time. I'm thinking we'll take the Goblin Shaman out and we'll give him a little bit of a whirl. We'll try and see if we can get a Goblin army on the go and how that goes with us today. So yeah, let's give them a wee shot. We'll take our Goblin Shaman, see who we get. So starting off, we've got a choice of our starting units. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a Goblin Spear Mob. We could take the Orc Warriors, but I like the idea of having a bunch of Goblins, so we'll take the Spear Mob to begin with. We don't have an option for goblins out of our second unit, so we could just take two chariots and pretend that they're goblin chariots, but could also take some boar riders. I think boar riders is probably a good idea. So we got goblin shaman, some boar riders, spear mob. We'll embark on out and see how we do in Act 1 of Little Gobby the Gobble. Let's have a little look at our army overall. So Gobbix The Mad. He's with his boys, the goblin short bows. We got spear mob and the boar riders. Perfect. Yeah, I think this will be a pretty good going. Gobbix should hopefully be able to come through. The Grimcrawl Ravagers, pretty cool. The Ruckus Ravagers, we've got a bunch of Ravagers, and then Gobbix the Mad himself, who starts off with Primal Fury, so the target unit has +1 power and rerolls miss attack rolls this turn. It's going to be really nice with our boar riders. Also going to be really nice with our normal mobs as well. So starting off, we've got no choice but to do a battle, so let's get straight on into it and see how we do. Hopefully things shouldn't be too bad, but fighting off against some brothers, it's a brother war, unfortunately. We are going first. We've got a little bit of rocks, a couple of forests. I'm fairly happy with our current setup. These short bows obviously don't have very much power, unfortunately, but if we're fighting against goblins, that should be fine. There's some short bows over there in the forest, got a mob and some wolf riders. What we'll do is we'll move on up our spear mob to try and bait them out. That should be fine. We've got our wolf riders coming up there. Let's get our reavers, and we will probably actually just hit the goblin mob in front of us. Actually, let's not do that just now. They've already activated, so we can get the boar riders up so we can get a really nice forward charge. We'll probably get a primal fury on them after this turn, because there's no point in getting on this turn because I'm not going to be able to do anything. Short bows firing, nope, they're at range, good stuff. So we'll move up our guys here as far as they can go, and we'll just give them a volley. Could also give these short bows a volley, and they're both long ranged. I don't think that's too bad of an idea before they can get a reprisal, so yeah, let's do that. Get 5 hits, not too bad. We can manage to kill 4 of them. There's a lot less short bow shots coming our way. Fantastic. Okay, we're done here. And we got a goblin mob coming up. Shouldn't be in charge range, probably a bit too far away. Turn 2, so we'll get the boar riders into the wolves. Charge, they'll get an intercept on that. That's fine. They're not in range for a charge, so that's just, we can just confirm our charges. We're not going to get charged by anybody out here. Let the horns bellow as the charge goes through. Let's get our shaman in. We'll just fire on that goblin mob. That's a good number of hits, 9 hits. Pretty easy for them to save. We still kill 4, not bad. We'll get a primal fury out on these boar riders. They should be able to completely wipe out these wolf riders. And then other than that, I think we're actually okay. We'll maybe move our guy ever so slightly so he's ready for a flanking charge should the short bows come up too much. And these goblin mobs shouldn't be able to get one either. They fired from far away. We'll roll for a save. We managed to make the save. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's get the spear mob up and in these guys' grill. So we'll just move them on up, ready to countercharge as they come forward. We might even be able to get a flanking charge. That'd be very, very nice. AI doing its best. So we get 6 rolls to hit, goes up to 8. Very, very nice. 6 is to save. We kill all but 1. There's some nice attacks back. We've got 3 up save. We still fail 4 of them. So we do lose 2 of our boar riders. We win by 4. They run. They're probably going to go off the field because they'll have very low leadership. And they only have the 1 guy left. So charges. Let's charge into the side of these guys here. They are going to get an intercept, so that's fine. We could intercept this, get our shaman in with our spear mob. I think that's actually a good idea. Our short bows will take a little bit of damage, but we can deal with that. Okay, so the goblin shortbows are over there. Let's see if we can actually get our boar riders in a position. I don't think they'll be able to reach these shortbows, but we can get a rear charge next turn should we need to. This goblin shaman here, we're going to actually give it to the spear mob here, so they're going to have power 4. Should let them get through the defense of these guys pretty well. Let's roll with our shaman. Double ones. There we go. Not quite as good as Sir Tristan, it must be said, but never mind. Still kill a few. We're going to take a couple of hits here. Only 3. Not too bad. 5 up to save fail them, so we do take some casualties. That's alright. We'll just roll in with our spears. Get a nice good flanking attack. Yep, kill off a lot of them. Very, very, very easily win this battle. Win by 6. They should run. Indeed they do. Off they go. Fantastic. And just like that, we have pretty much won the day. They've got a couple of short bows left, but that's it. We'll actually get the boar riders going just because they're braying for blood. We'll confirm those charges, and we will get going. Okay, so we're taking a couple of hits here. Not too many, just the one. Yeah, and we make the save. Fantastic. We've still got 14 short bows to their 6, so we're going to about face. We're going to charge straight on in. Well, not charge, but simply march towards them. We weren't quite in range to get into short range, but we can manage to get them down to 1. These poor guys. Spear mob will just move up. They'll not be able to get into a charge range this turn. That should be fine. We'll roll to hit. 3 hits. Good stuff. They actually managed to save 2. They did an attack back. Do we fail the save in a 3 up? No, we're fine. There we go. Win by 2. They should rout. Oh, they actually hold. Fantastic for them. That was a very lucky roll, but it doesn't matter because the whole army is broken under our feet. Or is it the foot of Gork or Mork? We shall see. Pretty good going there. We took a couple of casualties, but nothing out of the ordinary. I'm a little bit annoyed about these boar riders losing 2 against the wolf riders, but it's going to happen. I think we're actually just going to take the money on these guys and these guys. Probably actually getting this boar back is the best idea. We're going to need to get a boar back just because these guys are going to be our heavy hitters. I mean, admittedly, our short bows have actually done pretty well this battle, but we shall see. I think we might go with the top region because then we get some more choice, and I kind of like the idea of going for more of an elite battle, so let's go for this random choice. Collection of fierce beasts. We could get an imperial dragon. We do have the money. Yes, let's hire him. So let's have a little look at our army. So we now have a goblin shaman on top of a dragon. Death scale. Getting some real Azag vibes from this goblin, if he wasn't a goblin. But that will actually make him far scarier in combat, gives us a lot more tactical flexibility as well. He can start doing some nice charging actions as well with the dragon. And we are against the undead. Yes, let's go. Just some zombies and some skeleton warriors, nothing really to be worried about. Skeleton warriors are going to come up. We'll move up with our spear mob. We'll see what the zombies do. They should be able to charge us through this forest here. We'll move up our short bows and we'll just fire into... I mean, they both have the same defense, so yeah, we'll just fire into these skeleton warriors. Only hit with 2. That's okay. We still managed to kill 1. Can't complain. Done with those guys. We'll move up our boars as much as they can. They might even be in flanking range. No, they aren't because of the forest. Always remember the forests actually stop you from charging if you're outside of it. So I think with our dragon, we maybe just... Let's bring that back ever so slightly. We might be able to get a side charge onto those zombies with our dragon, which could be very, very good. And we can get a flame breath here. 4 hits on the zombies, 5 saves. Makes 2 of them, actually. Very, very good for him. But yeah, that's very, very good. I think we're all done there. We can get some decent charges off with our dragon. We can follow that up with our short bows and our spear mob, because skeleton warriors are scarier than zombies. Yeah, we can't get anything with our boar riders. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we can get a nice flanking attack against these zombies. If we can get them to start to crumble, that'd be really, really nice. Let's confirm those charges. In we go. Good job, Goblin Shaman. And then what do we want to do from there? So we can have a pretty nice flanking position here with our spears. We get them to move on up. We can get our short bows to turn around slightly. They won't be able to get like a flanking attack, but they can at least fire in on these skeletons. Obviously they get a -1 to hit because they are inside the forest, and also it means that we can potentially even use our short bows against these zombies when they turn, so we can get another good flanking opportunity on them. With our boars, we're actually going to get them to move all the way up here and get them ready for a very decent flanking attack on these skeleton warriors. And for their Goblin Shaman, we might as well use a Primal Fury to give him some more power. 5 attacks on the dragon, 2 attacks on him. Should be able to kill a lot of zombies here. So let's have a little look. We managed to hit once, hit twice thanks to the rerolls. They make a save and a 5 up. The dragon coming in, power 8. Absolutely coming down with 5 attacks. 6 is to save, they don't make any. You're going to attack back 3, just the 1. 2 up to save. We don't make it, so we do lose a wound, but it's okay. We win by 6. See how they do the crumble? They lose 3. There's only 4 zombies left. And they should hopefully crumble fairly shortly. Alright, the spear mob coming in against these guys. We'll get the boar riders in as well, flanking them up. We'll get our bowman to charge on in as well. There we go. Absolute wrap around. We should get very easy wins on these combats. Goblin Shaman can use Primal Fury, which I think we will do on these boar riders, just so we can get a few more attacks out. In terms of like which is better on, probably would have been better on the spear mob just because there's more attacks, but then again the boar guys also have better inbuilt power. 2 attacks on the hits. Both save, very good by the zombies, but we got 5 coming out from the dragon. We hit 4, pretty good. 6 is a save, nope, that's 4 of them dead. 2 coming through, 2 up saves. We should make both these. Indeed we do just, but we do make them. And then we have our reavers coming in, and they're just going to roll on through, and that's fine. There we go, win by 9. Zombies are gone. Fantastic. We got very, very lucky with that random event to just get a dragon from the start. So, really cannot complain about that at all. Let's have a little roll for our save. We make it. The Grimclaw Ravagers coming in. Get all 10. There we are. 6 is to save. You're dead, kid. There we go. Nice and easy. Can we get 3 up save as well? No, we can't. So we took a little bit of a wound there, but that's fine. We should replenish that at the end screen. And just like that, we have completely wiped out the shambling host. Very good job, boys. And in fact, we've got a couple of level ups. Can't complain about that. So let's get the gold for the dragon. See what we can level up here. So we can get more spear. I think that's probably a good idea. If we get max size 5, brings that up to 20. Very, very good. And then do we just go with the gold, or do we get all of our guys back? I think we just go with the gold and we just replenish next time. What do we get for the boar riders? We can get either max unit size +3 or skill +1. I think we do go with the max unit size, but then we're going to want to go more towards the skill, and we will take the extra models here because it's going to take a while for them to replenish. And we'll get the gold here as well because we've spent quite a lot of it. And we do actually have armories coming up on either side. Now, I think we go for this one here because then we have the choice to see how beat up we are after this elite battle. We can then move on to a camp to replenish, or we can just go for another battle and then we can do random events, or even potentially another elite battle, depending on how we're doing. So, let's have a little look. We cannot, unfortunately, recruit any more units, which is a little bit of a shame. We could get plated barding for our dragon, which would make them very, very, very tough to beat. Alternatively, we could get another spell. Hex of Ruin is actually fantastic in terms of spell. I've found just reducing a target's defense by 3 really makes it much easier to get through things like Abyssal Warriors and Chaos Warriors, effectively. What else could we get? Could get Banner Swiftness, Banner Mist, Heavy Armor. I'm not really seeing the usefulness of it. If we could get like a Power +1 for these guys, that would be much better than these banners, but you know what, you can't be too unhappy. We won't get reroll failed damage saves. That'll only be useful for him when he's against actual commanders. So yeah, we'll get the plate barding for our dragon. Let's get Hex of Ruin, and we can always just get Thousand Mouths as well. Just gives us a little bit more versatility with our caster. I mean, potentially having Banner of Mist could be useful for our boar riders. Yeah, we've got the money. Let's just get it. We're going into an elite battle. Let's make sure that we're ready to go. It's Gobbix The Mad versus Gundrick and Warhide. Alrighty, so our dragon there, hidden by the rock in case they've got any cannons. Our boar riders, I don't really want them covered by that forest, so yeah, this will be fine. We have got handgunners. They've got a bunch of deep guard. The deep guard are a little bit scarier. Gonna struggle a little bit to get through that, but fortunately we can bring their defense down to 2, which actually makes them far easier to deal with, seeing as they're only 1 wound per model. So let us have a little think. Let's move up our spear mob ever so slightly. Still covered by this rock, so they shouldn't be able to flank us. Not that they'll be able to get in charge range, as they are dwarves. They are notoriously slow. as everybody knows. So yeah, let's move up our short bows ever so slightly, and we'll just fire on these deep guard. Not so worried about these dwarf warriors, except for the fact they do have a foreman in with them, which can be a little bit of a pain. And I could just completely talk over those short bows, but we did actually manage to kill a dwarf, kill the deep guard with our terrible short bows, so I'll take that. Alright, make a range save. We do actually save against the handgunners, very, very nice. Cannot complain about that at all. And we can start moving up our Goblin Shaman, who could get a very tasty charge into the deep guard. Let's first of all hit him with a flame breath. That's a lot of attacks with the dragon. They do make a lot of the saves, but we still kill one. And we can use Thousand Mouths to give some low-powered hits off. See if we can get them to 7 hits. 2 ups to save. They do fail 1, so we do actually manage to kill 3 deep guard in total this turn. Now, as for these boars, because that forest is really kind of tricking them, unfortunately. We could try and go for a frontal assault onto these foremen, which I'm not sure would be the worst idea. Let's maybe just do that. We can't quite get to these handgunners, unfortunately. Level 2, off we go. Let's do it. So yeah, let's declare a charge. We'll charge straight into these deep guard. With these guys here, we'll charge straight into the foreman here, and we can get our spears onto this deep guard as well. Protect our better units as well from these handgunners, so they're just shooting things like our short bows and our spear mob, which is kind of what we want, if possible. The deep guard have been aggressive and come forward. That's fine. Let's fire at them with our short bows. We've got 4+ to hit. It's pretty good. That's 10 hits. There's 2 ups to save, but we still kill another one. Every one that we can chip away before we get into combat is fantastic. And let's actually not move that far forward. The plan is to hopefully try and get a flanking attack. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. Spear mob itself is going to move up forward a little bit just to make sure that we can get the intercept. I think that's fine. Yep, so we're done with that. What do we want to do here? I think the dragon should be alright against a deep guard. I think what we will do... I mean, we could reduce these guys' defense down, but I think we give people +1 more power, and that should work as well. Maybe even just getting the Hex of Ruin on these foremen, just so we can make sure we can get as many attacks through on our boar riders as possible. They can potentially wrap around and help us with the deep guard next turn. Alright, we rolled a hit. Goblin doing very, very well. Good job. We only get 2 hits of the dragon, not best, and they do make both the saves. Unfortunate, but they fail the attack roll back. We win by 1. They'll probably hold, indeed they do, and now we'll be fighting them straight on next turn. Right, 3 ups. Make 1. Not bad. Let's try and see what we can hit. Not great, and they also reroll failures. So our Hex of Ruin a little bit wasted there, but yeah, we still win by 1, which is good. They do hold though. As dwarves are known to do, they are pretty steadfast. So we'll have to see how we do from that. Alright, so this spear mob is going to counter charge. Can we get a side charge? No, front is already engaged, dang. That is annoying. We didn't have quite enough movement to get around, unfortunately. Alright, there's the charges. Off we go. Opponent's turn, they're doing nothing. Let's just get our short bows ready to get the flanking charge into these deep guard. Nothing to shoot, so they're done. With our shaman, we can reroll attack rolls. Do we take a reroll attack roll on you, potentially, or do we take it on the spear mob? The spear mob are going to have a struggle to get through. Maybe we just take it on you so we can try and get through these deep guard nice and quick. We've got plenty of attacks coming out of the dragon. Getting the rerolls as well will help. Alright, here we go. 4 to hit. That's 2. Very, very nice. 2 up to save. They do make both of them. As for our dragon, 3s to hit. Rerolling. Okay, only 4. 4 ups, so we still kill 2. Good. Hit back with 5. Not great. 3 ups. Okay, so it's a draw. These deep guard giving us a little bit of trouble, it must be said. But let's have a little roll to save. So we do lose another boar rider. Not great. We come back with our attacks. Only 5. Our boars aren't rolling too hot, it must be said, and we're getting 4 back. Okay, let's make some saves. No, we lost by 1. Not ideal. 6 are lower to hold. We do not hold. The boars run away. What an absolute disaster of a round. Alright, okay. Roll a save. No, we do not. Attack roll. We get 5 on down. Kill 1. Lost by 2. We're probably going to retreat from here as well, because we're goblins. Again, not great. Pretty hard battle, despite the fact that we have a dragon. Okay, opponent's turn. They're going to charge there. Not great. Yep, we have to just skip the charges. We can't get a counter charge. So they're going to get a flank on our archers as well. Really, really not looking too good for us, to be quite honest. Alright, let's see if we can rally. We do rally with our boars. Can we rally with our spear mob? Indeed we do. Fantastic. With our goblin shaman, they're going to fire into our spear mob. How do we do? Make off of all of our saves. That's good. We're getting some luck back. With our goblin shaman, we're going to get another hex of ruin. We're going to get it on this deep guard here. We need to clear them out. I'm hoping for some better rolls. Defense of 2 means they're not going to be able to hopefully deal with us very well. We hit once with our guy. And that's still 4 up to save. But when our dragon comes in, hits with 3. That's good. 5 up to save. Oh, that's some great rolls from them. We've got 4 against us, 3 ups to save. We're just not making the saves. We just can't get the saves for us. Can we roll the test? No, we can't. We break. It's all coming apart. This is a game of dice after all. You gotta roll with the punches. These short bows aren't going to do very well. And just like that, things are not going very well for us. Come on, Gobbix, I thought you was mad. Nah, we're running. Me. Oh, but we did actually block the charge. I mean, in a kind of good and bad thing, we blocked the charge from our boar riders, which is kind of good in a way. We don't have any other charges, so we just have to skip the charges. We can't get a counteract because they're retreating, but we can potentially get a good counter charge with our boars next turn. In fact, we could potentially even get a rear charge with our spear guys too, which would be fantastic. Let's hopefully get our shaman back. Nope, he doesn't rally. He's going to run off the field, and that is going to feel really, really bad to fail that 6 with a 7. That might be all she wrote, to be honest. A very quick campaign for us, it must be said. Alright, with these boar riders here, can we just... No. Swimmy them about a little bit so we can move away, so we can get turned around and come around. Probably won't be able to get a rear, but we can at least get a flanking attack on the next charge, which will be good. Alright, we got nothing else to attack. There goes Gobbix. I'll see you later in the next one. Alright, okay, our short bows getting attacked. They're going to get absolutely destroyed here. Yep, failing the damage saves left and right. Nothing to do about that. We do manage to kill one back, so that's at least something. These deep guard being very, very hard to deal with. Not getting any damage saves either. Lost by 9. Those guys are gone. -4. I think we can roll that. Nah, they're gone. And just like that, we are broken. Our leader is gone, but we've still got our boar riders. Our spear mob. These deep guard managed to get a really nice long charge. We can get charge into the foreman here. We can't counteract that. We've been kind of a little bit annoyingly destroyed on the charges with this one. And we've lost our commander. Let's see if we can rally the short bow. They do rally. That's nice. At least we managed to rally something. Opponent's turn. Can't shoot anything. Everything's getting blocked. These spear mob are going to get absolutely destroyed by this deep guard. Roll the saves. Yep, we lost by 2. We're not going to kill enough of them, especially not with 2 attacks. We do actually kill 1 though. Must be said. Pretty good. Do we hold? We do hold. Good job, spears. You're going to get flanked next turn, but that's fine. Alright, okay. Gundrick, Anvil, Hide coming in. We managed to make all the saves there. We've got a good amount of power coming in. We only hit 3 attacks, and they do save them all. Alright, we're completely relying on not taking a wound here. We do not. We win by 1. They will hold more than likely. Indeed, they do. Roll a 10. These blast dwarves. The bane of our existence. Very, very tough battle for us to go into. We've got nothing to declare a charge, so we have to skip the charges. They're going to get us charge into our spear mob. And just like that, we are pretty much done. Unless our boars can pull off a win against their leader, which I don't think they will be able to. I think this might be the end of us. Our short bows are going to get killed here. Yep. Just deleted off the field by the handgunners. And we're going to see how we do in the combat phase. Our spear mob are going to run, more than likely. We're going to lose pretty hard in this combat. These deep guard, very, very, very dangerous to go up against. Especially with just our army that we have just now. We didn't have the ranged firepower, didn't have the magic, and we didn't have the rolls, most importantly. Which is a little bit of a shame. We do manage to hold though. We've still got 5 of them left. Gundrick Anvilhide coming in. He's hitting us. We managed to make one save, so they've gone one wound on us. Come on, guys, roll. These boar riders just are not rolling, and their saves are just too good. Their saves are just too good. So we lost by 1. That is a shame. We do hold, though. We stay in the fight for another phase. Turn 8. How we doing? Not too great, not too terrible. We're still just stuck here. There's nothing to do in the strategic phase, nothing to do in any phase, really. Alright. How are we doing, Mr. Bronzeguard? Can we roll the save? Indeed we can. Kill that Bronzeguard. Do it. 3 go through. He fails. We do manage to take out one of the Deep Guard. That is good. Think of the Dowie losses. How old these guys are. Still lost by 4, unfortunately. But nothing done. They break. Can't blame them. Good job, Ruckus Ravagers. You've stayed in the fight for long enough. Alright, we got 1 going through. We managed to make the save. Alright, please get more than 3 this turn. Yes, there we go. 6, finally. But they managed to save all but 1. And they're hitting us back with 4s, 3s up to save. Okay, we got a nice little draw. Nothing really happening there. On to turn 9 of this combat, where we are just kind of stuck in combat with these boar riders. There's nothing really we can do. So see if we can rally the spear. Nope, they're off again. Didn't charge us. Looks like they're going to try and get a flank. Can't blame them. As soon as these Deep Guard come into battle, we're going to be pretty hard pressed to beat them. Losing another boar rider there. Just not hitting back enough. They make their damage saves. I think this is going to be all she wrote for our campaign here. Lost by 4. What's the chance? 2 or lower? Nope. Breaking we go. We're completely routed. Defeat. Ah, what a shame. What a battle to roll for us. But fortunately, it was a nice and quick one. Our army has been wiped out, and we have been defeated. We've been defeated by Gundrick Anvilhide in Act 1. But we've unlocked trolls, so there we go. At the end of the day, always got to remember when playing SOVL Fantasy Warfare, losing is fun. It's very much like Dwarf Fortress in that way. Oh well, a little bit of a failure of a run, but you know what? We like to post our failures as well. I'll put this up in the channel, see what you like, and people can maybe comment down below on what they would like to see for the next series. And you can always laugh at my lacking of tactical acumen. Who knows, maybe we want to have another try of the Greenskins, maybe we want to go back to another tale of Sir Tristan, maybe we want to do more of a mage thing, maybe we even want to go the undead. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see, and we'll get that sorted for you. Either way, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can either go to the YouTube memberships, there's Patreon, there's Coffee, whatever you want. And obviously anything you can do to help the channel, by commenting, even just liking, even just watching the videos. I really do appreciate everybody who's watched. And it's amazing to see how much the channel's growing and how quickly it is as well. But yes, no, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.